Hi guys, and my name is Sergeant Walker, Davita Walker, or Staff Sergeant Davita Walker, and today I'm talking to you about the U.S. Army. I'm currently stationed in Harlem, here at on 125th. If anyone wants to come in for information, so originally, I joined the Army because my dad wanted me to find funding for college, and he was like, he's not paying for it no more. So he wanted me to go in the Air Force, and the Air Force took forever. When it came to me joining the Air Force, they sent me to MEPS 9 times, and they couldn't guarantee me a job. And so when the Army one of my best friends joined the Army, and the Army recruiter came and talked to me, they offered me $20,000 and to pay for me fully to go to college. So that made more sense to me at the time because I graduated high school at 17, and originally I just wasn't sure if I wanted to go to college. So I joined the military because when they offered fully to pay for college, I thought they would pay for me to go to the school. I originally wanted to go to fashion school, and so I just knew that they would pay for me fully to go to fashion school. So I went to basic training in 2008, once I turned 18, and I loved it so much that I wanted to go active duty because originally I was reserves. So I went to college. I went to South Carolina State, and I still was too young to understand college in a way. So I decided to travel the world and become active duty. So then that made the Army more exciting for me because I was able to go to Korea and live in Korea and live in Germany and see all these places I never thought I would be able to see had I not been in the Army. So once I did that, I still wanted to go to school for fashion. So I moved back to New York City, and I went to LIM College. And the Army has a program what's called the GI Bill, and they paid 100% for me to go to college. I was able to get my degree in fashion, which I have a degree in a bachelor's in fashion marketing, and I was able to also afford the living in New York City because I didn't have to work. They gave me a stipend monthly of $3,700 to pay for my rent and bills. So I was just going to school and paying for my bills. Once I graduated college, I started, so I'm also an artist outside of the Army. So I wanted some funding for like studio time and equipment and just anything in regards to that. And I knew that I needed funds for that and to survive in New York City. So I came back active duty as a recruiter. So that way I could pay for my career. Even though I had the degree in fashion marketing, I wanted to also go back to school for music. So I'm currently in school for music, taking classes at NYU and Full Sail. Also, they're paying for that, and they also are. I can afford my apartment, and I can also afford to pay for my studio time and my equipment. So those are just some of the benefits that the Army has to offer. And I think a lot of people think, oh my gosh, Army, you're going to war. I've been in almost 12 years. In July, it'll be 12 years. And I've never been deployed. I've never been to war. I've never been to Iraq, Afghanistan. I've never been none of those places. Everything that I wanted to do in the Army, I've been able to do. I basically mapped out my whole career the way I wanted it to be. So like I said before, I wanted to go overseas because I thought college wasn't for me. But then in the end, I ended up going back to college for what I wanted to go to here in New York City for fashion. And then in the end, I still am able to chase my other dream of being an artist and singing. I've sung national anthems for different events because I'm in the Army. I've gone to different concerts and stuff for free because I'm in the Army. I've also interviewed celebrities because I'm in the Army. So like a lot of the stigma is that you just go to war and then like it's not for women, but I'm still able to like maintain my nails, maintain all the girly stuff that I like, even though I'm currently in the Army. So I think that that's important to know because when I talk to a lot of the students, they'd be like, well, I'm just too girly, or I don't want to do it because you're going to go to war. But that's not always the case. Like I know one of my mentors, she's been in 22 years and she's never been to war. So it's just all about what you want to get out of the Army and basically using it to benefit you as well. So like a lot of you want to go to college, but you may not have the funding to go to college. And those are the things that the Army has to offer. Like we have TA, we have GI Bill. TA is tuition assistance. We have the GI Bill, which is what I told you, that they paid 100% for me to go to college, and then they paid for my rent. So I would just say, like, if I could just leave you with one piece of advice, it would be to, write out your goals. I think that that's important. Like that's what helped me get through what I wanted, because I had a clear plan. So I feel that if you write out your goals, you could say, okay, listen, I want to join the Army for 3 years, and I want to use the Army to pay for me to go to college. And then you don't even have to stay the full time. You could just use it to pay for me to go to college. And then once I use it to pay for college, then I can get out. And another plus to being in the Army is, resumes. So like a lot of jobs that I could have gotten once I graduated college, they were accepting me because of the fact that I had the Army on my resume. So like it gives you a little edge above the it gives you like a edge on the competition a little bit. So yeah, my best advice is to write out your goals. And if you want to come sit down and talk to me, or we can set up a virtual meeting. You can sit down and talk to me once this is over, but we can set up a virtual meeting. I'll give you my number, and I'll also show my card, and I could go over more options, because like currently we're doing virtual ASVAB, and we're doing virtual like conferences, and we're doing virtual like anything. Like, so if anything you have questions about, and if you want to talk to me more on a personal level, I'm open to answer any questions. Like a lot of the women that come in, not even just women, but a lot of people who come in, they relate to me because I'm younger than some of my counterparts. But when the females come in, they have questions about what is it like being a female in the Army, and I can answer more of that on a personal level if you have any questions. But feel free to contact me. My number is 347-946-9262. And here's my business card.